Hey, what's going on? This is Justin Fyatt. I want to give a review of the AI toolkit that was on the Unreal Marketplace. AI behavior toolkit, sorry. Um, I just made a longer video and it didn't record at all, so I am a little skeptical, but I'm rolling forward and I'm going to make this a little shorter and sweeter. So I got this toolkit and I'm really impressed with it. I was on the fence with whether to get it because it's a decent amount of money, but I was hoping that it would be able to serve as a foundation for my enemy behavior or AI behavior or NPC behavior or whatever for a game, so that I could just focus on, one less huge, massive weeks upon weeks of coding step, and just get into, like, I don't know, the more fun parts. I'd like to, because even if you have behaviors and smart behaviors, you're going to want to tweak them and really customize them for your game experience, I would imagine. So I want to do that and not, work on the little basics. So I was hoping I'd have something that I could build upon, and I really think I got it. So I opened a sample project, which was the example shooter that came with it, and the reason I did that at the end of my last video is just to show that, like, if I don't know how something works, and there are several things that I just don't know how they work, and not in the system, just in Unreal. Like, if I really want to know how this shooter is operating and why he's targeting these guys or trying to get to this base or whatever they're programmed in to do, which I think it is. They're going to go towards the base. I can open it up, crack it open, and see what's going on. There's not a lot in the event graph, but I'll show you what's really operating are these two things here. And I'll show you what I did with them in an own project. And it's, not super ridiculously impressive, but I only spent like a good 2 hours in it. So I'm going to just read this, and I really haven't cracked this open much. But this behavior component is going to be like your brain of the AI logic system. And the trigger component, I believe, and this is like a asterisk, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this is like can send messages out, which will, if something else, like a red guy, is listening for it, it can pick it up. So we can have, artificial intelligence talking to each other. Initial behavior is saying, like, this is what you do first. So this guy is going to start going through the look behavior first. So I'm going to just go down to that, seek, and see what they're even trying, what it's even saying it's going to do. It's seeking, okay, it is looking for Team 2. So a NPC that has the tag of Team 2 on it it'll then trigger the next things going on. I don't think those are put in the event graph. Where were those put in? Cause I did it from my own. I forget where I did it. But in almost every single video in the in the Drick Studios cool, awesome video library where they go through almost all the features of their toolkit, and I thought was really helpful. They show you how to add those tags, so I'm not gonna do it. Moving on. Facebook, I don't need that. Okay, so it's looking for Team 2, and then it's gonna attack range. So what that'll do is, it's looking around, it's gonna walk around looking for that person, something with that tag. When it finds it, it should do that. But I can also have other triggers on there too, right? Like, like if it sees the pizza guy by, yeah, I teach English, right? follow him. You want your pizza, and then it would follow those logic, that logic instead of the attacking. You don't want to attack the pizza guy, but he would have to have that tag on there. So audio, like you see the guy and you say, hey, I want my pizza. You don't have to go in and go into the blueprints to do it. You can just fill it in here. Awesome. Health triggers, I'll do that when we do the a little bit down, and I wish there was a little bit more documentation with their health system, but I actually honestly haven't gotten into it. And there's a big huge PDF as well of like how to work the system, like what it comes with, so I was really impressed with that. So what I'm hoping to find might even be there already, so I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry if that was there. So it's going to seek, and then it's going to attack with a ranged attack when it sees the right thing. And in their video on the ranged, it goes into how to do that, and it's pretty neat. I didn't know how to do a ranged attack for an AI until I actually cracked open random blueprints and stuff and really like looked at what I was working with. So anyway, I really think you can do, this will deliver on what it promises with a really easily to customize AI system. And I'll show you what I did in a few minutes. Not in a few minutes, but with very little effort. So let me open up my guy, and this is just like a map I've been like messing around with, but I get rid of this guy temporarily. I kind of duplicated, and I've been like messing around just to see if I can get the same, get it working, and that I know what's going on before I start putting in my own meshes and things like that. So I'm my own character. This green guy is gonna follow me around. This player is someone I've just been building on for a while. Green follows, red's attacking me, blue's doing the melee, and this was just somebody I was messing around with. So, and I think he's out of range, or he was reloading, yeah. These, the messages, like that punch, the ranged attack, that's like one of the things where I said, okay, yes, this is how I know that this is going to be what it claimed and is worth the money. So I made a copy of this, and I really was impressed with these events here, that upon entering and leaving the states, you can have like your own logic going on. And the reason that in the end of the last video I had defaulted to like saying if you don't know what's going on, you can like look at their stuff, because there's huge gaps in my logic of the Unreal Engine. I think you have to be a super genius to know all of the components. I think whole teams of lots of people kind of specialize in their own parts. And if you didn't want to spend tons of time on the coding the logic, this will just jump you through. But in their event graphs, there's not a whole lot of stuff. There's nothing. It uses these guys, and I believe there are behavior trees involved, and I don't know how those work. Like, I honestly have no idea. There's stuff going on. I've never used a behavior tree, and I'm gonna just get deep into like if I can't figure it out, and if I can't crack theirs open and look at what's going on, I think I'd still be okay with what I got in the package. But I have a feeling that if I knew what I was looking at right now, I could get in there and really get a pretty complicated AI system really quickly. I think it delivered. I really do. And like it wasn't like super cheap, like $70 or $60 or something. But that's you're not paying somebody, $70,000 to code your game. You're moving forward weeks and weeks and weeks and taking somebody's job, which would make South Park guys really mad. Make anybody really mad. But for totally, if you think this will help your project, if you're on the fence, go for it. It is what it claims. It gives you that total start on behavior component, defending. It also has, it looks like it's the basis of a health system. If you go into the base, there's a health down here. There's a max health, whatever, and there's hit logic, and because there's NPC melee and ranged attacks and defending. I think I had something started as far as damage, but I'm gonna like backtrack and see what I can do with what's built in with this, because I might like that better. I didn't get into that yet, but I'm optimistic, and I'm glad it's in there. And it kind of didn't even have to be. I kind of think it would be okay if it was just these behaviors, and they didn't get the damage stuff done. Like that's above and beyond for me. So cool. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this recorded this time, and I'm doing that like mind trippy going into the Matrix thing, but it looks like it's going. Totally, 12 minutes is way too long. Hope you enjoyed it. Get it, support this, because I want to see more stuff like this on the Unreal Marketplace. I want these guys to have updates on this, but I also want them to just make more stuff like this, because this is awesome. I think this is a real. I've been following the Unreal Marketplace and the Unreal Engine for a while. I've been just blown away by it. I'm an English teacher. I don't have a background in game design or creation, and this is awesome. This is like takes the Unreal Engine one step closer to being like that dream software. Like this is pretty meaty and awesome work. So get it. Eventually it'd be cool. Like Unreal guys should get this. Just purchase this logic outright, include it in one of their sample packs for everybody. That would be awesome, because then this awesome developer would be like in-house and use another super powerful tool in the toolbox. Anyway, that's my ramble. That's how I haven't done any reviews. I haven't even rated the things I purchased on the marketplace, which is horrible, and I need to go back and do it. But I'm going to do that for this one. Thank you. Peace.